Here are some more heirloom tomatoes we're going to do. These are our Brandywines. We planted them a little bit later, so we can have a little bit of a stagger in the tomato crop, because we've got quite a bit in the garden for tomatoes. We've got 2 whole beds that will be dedicated to tomatoes, and they're coming along. It's taken a long process for them to grow, it seems, but I think we're also being impatient because we're just so glad we're having a really big garden this year to be doing. But as you can see, our green beans are just doing incredibly. We are very happy about that. The cucumbers are finally coming around. We were a little worried, but I think they're going to do okay. They've started coming out with another group of leaves, so as long as they keep doing that, we'll be good. We've lost a couple, so what I'm going to do is just plant some seeds in there, and we'll have an alternate or a staggered group also for them. And then in some of my other videos, you'll notice that we had a garden for here at home and also for what we called the ranch, and we had potted up all these things to take over there, but the soil is not ready over there yet, so it's looking like these little guys are going to have to find a home inside our garden, or we'll give them to neighbors. It's always good to share, and we've got plenty of tomato plants that we can share out with other people and allow them to have a really nice heirloom tomato for the summer as well. And then our squash is doing really well. We are getting some buds in a couple of them, so I just wish they were a different color green. I don't know if anybody out there has any suggestions. The ones we planted straight in the ground are these 4 back here. They're a nice dark green, and then everybody else is kind of a yellow green, the ones that we transplanted. So I'm not real sure why that's happening. They're in the same soil, so I don't know what is up with that. So if anybody's got suggestions, please let me know. And then here's our watermelon. Last time we showed you, you could barely see it. Now it's getting its extra leaves. And the cantaloupe is doing the same thing. So, and our radishes are doing great. We thinned them out the other day. Got to enjoy them in a salad. And I'll thin them out probably one more time. Just choose the ones to pick out that are growing the least. And I still need to thin out my cabbage. I haven't gotten around to doing that yet. And our carrots are coming in, but they're very, very fine. And then this is our greens bed. The collard greens are doing really good. We thinned them out and you can barely tell. Those guys are just growing like gangbusters. And then our Swiss chard is coming in. And our lettuces are finally starting to pop up as well. And then this was the exciting one from last time, was the peas. And the last video was, I think, 8 or 9 days ago. And if you look at that one, and they were just barely popping up. And now we've got these wonderful leaves. Their little tendrils are starting to come out. And these are supposed to be bush peas, so they don't need to be staked. So we'll see how they do. But that's the garden. We've been doing quite good. We're watering it every other day right now, because it has been getting up to about 85 in the day. It's hard to imagine. About a month and a half ago I was complaining because we were having frost. So we went from winter to summer straight away. Oh, and I can't forget our onions. Those guys are just going to beat 60. So a lot of the herbs are coming in, but they're really, really small. So we'll wait for them to get a little bigger. But we are just excited. Just really, really excited.